on 2K Sports. Glad you can join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son. We can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. And he hears my voice just yelling at him. And now he gets to break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he likes it.
It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Derrick Rose is out there with Jordan. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Rodman. And it's Gilmore. And at the center, locking down the middle. Bill, in the age of positionless players and positionless basketball, is there any player that, in your opinion, is more versatile than Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think KD is probably more versatile because he can basically do anything you want offensively and guard for the five positions defensively. I think what makes Giannis so unique is he's basically a center, but doesn't have to play center and can play any of the five positions. But if you look at his stats last year versus any Shaq season, it's basically the same season. He's doing 27 and 13.
Oh, that was terrific!
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best, an attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Now Bledsoe, pass to Giannis. Outside Matthews. The pass to Middleton. From the baseline. It doesn't go for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the inside. Jordan. And that one is good.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Matthews. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Back to Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
No good on the second free throw. In 2019, Chris Middleton named an All-Star for the first time. Bill, can he be the second best player of the championship team who was asked, I guess, to do that last year and it didn't work?
I think he could be the third best player in the championship.
Third, yes.
But I think you saw in the playoffs last year when they really needed the second kind of creator. I don't even want to say scorer, but somebody who could create a shot when your best guy is either sitting or having a bad game. He's just not quite there. He's too streaky, I think.
Terrific player.
Really good player. If he can definitely be one of the best 4 guys on the championship team.
Absolutely.
But as the number 2 guy now.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
For some, he is the GOAT. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, legend, arguably the best player of all time. That's a debate for another time, but the epitome of greatness is for sure.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. Oh, great ball movement there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. Back to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through.
Rose kicks to Jordan. Bledsoe against Rose. Down low. Wants to get it to Rodman and does. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Matthews scanning the floor. Lopez right side. Here's Giannis. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 7. Antetokounmpo's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Here's Jordan. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's turning 25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles. And the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win in basketball. That's how I think.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lopez outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The offensive rebound. Middleton can't get it to go.
And, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Jordan against Bledsoe. Outside Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez cracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Dan Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Gilmore, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Bulls making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Bucks trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it during the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it is now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people go on in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer leagues happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle it. It's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's Sloan with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now here's Butler, guarded close. Rodman, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. And just in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they would tape delay in the finals. And, you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, It's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center, Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me. And this is not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Sports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Right.
They care about it. They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online, and this is what they're doing all day.
Armstrong gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. To the paint. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The Bulls leading by 11. Inside, Love, and the basket is good. Love's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Outside Hill. Over Armstrong, and the basket by Hill.
Well, I really like to see George in a scoring mentality. Hill can score it from anywhere.
Slow in the corner. From outside the arc, buries it from 3-point range. Sloan's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. 2nd quarter basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the 2nd quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, we've got Dang. Armstrong is out there. Jimmy Butler. Then there's Grant, and it's Love in at the power forward position. Here's DiVincenzo over Butler. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a player you try to channel or emulate, try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. Great stroke.
I emulate all stretch fours in regard to anybody. That's the way at this point in my life. I run from 3-point line to 3-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen.
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. We all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Here's Lopez. Some solid defense from Grant.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston. Changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. And the Bucks miss again. Chicago leading by 20. The drive by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Hey, when Jordan is cutting to the cup, he's locked in on throwing it down. The D doesn't have a chance at denying him that chance.
Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff, like load management. We have all these phrases now. It's like, how do these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
You think I just rest?
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams. Rose passes to Love. Outside Jordan. From about 16, kept alive. In Love with his second chance points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Bledsoe looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in.
Checking in for Milwaukee, Wesley Matthews.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A floater and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
Free throw good. Thomas. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what planet
He is
was.
otherworldly.
Was it Earth? I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over. playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the Americans do.
100%.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. The shot will not fall. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. That's a floater go. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Just a lovely touch on that little flop from Antetokounmpo. You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. This guy is the full and total package.
Bulls shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Rodman, he's checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Luol Deng.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Rose attacking. Lopez with the block. And they get it back. Shot clock at 6. Pippen, the pass to Gilmore. But they recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Bledsoe. That's tipped.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, this is one where it will take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
We'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my number 1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems, and was just awesome, and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first. Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They taped the lane games back then. We didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
Rose in the post, guarded by Bledsoe. 4 on the clock. Here's Pippen. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Bledsoe outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Rose kicks to Kukoc. Pippen against Antetokounmpo.
The time is 9:00 p.m.
Here's Gilmore. Another another shot. He lays it in.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
Lopez dishes to Middleton. Back to Lopez. That's a 2 from Matthews. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Rose, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
You know, you appreciate the all-around game of the Greek Freak, hitting the boards with relentlessness.
The Bucks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Chicago with the ball. Passes it to Rodman. The feed to Noah. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Sloan. 5 points in the game.
How about that team-first mentality that Sloan brings to the game, that does a little bit of everything on offense and plays with a ton of passion defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Robin Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sloan hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Hill has the open look. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Noah, and finished off by Noah.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Bill, we so appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with us. Always feels like there's so much more to talk about, which means we got to get you back here if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Armstrong passes to Rodman. Grant kicks to Armstrong. 6 to shoot. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And Lopez throws it down.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Sloan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for Butler. He's checked in for Chicago. Sloan hits them both. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pocket 6. Jacks up a 3, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game, and that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out one-on-one. Maintain position one-on-one. Learn how to play back.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Ilyasova at the 4, with Lopez at the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They get it back. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Rodman's got the first bucket of the third here for Chicago. Outside Matthews. Pass to Middleton. Out to the wing. Rose against Bledsoe. That one, no good. Some solid defense by Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
And Scottie Pippen's so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Launches a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Bulls have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The free throw drops for Rodman.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Rodman. And so it's Milwaukee now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lopez, no luck.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half, 4 straight. Taking this.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
They really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Rose passes to Gilmore. Rose against Bledsoe. To the middle, Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Bledsoe against Rose. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good on the three-point shot.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot and boy, was he open.
Outside Pippen, back to Rose. But tried by Jordan. Great tee that time from Giannis.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yes, that goes in. Gilmore's got his second basket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Lopez, no luck. Lopez has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Outside Jordan. Got a piece of it. Matthews with the steal. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, Bledsoe is not a big guy, but he's got big boy strength. He's a powerful combo guard and can convert through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Bucks with some changes. Williams comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Corver in for Matthews. Love check in for Chicago. Tang comes in for Jordan. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. Lays it up and banks it in.
But, you know, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Outside Pippen. The pass to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Rose with the ball. Williams picks him up. Offensive rebound. Gilmore drops in the layup for 2. Gilmore's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Giannis. Comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And Rose drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
Got that one up quick. He's got 8.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
Williams with the block, and he gets it back. Pippen is doubled, and the wide open shot from Rose. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Count it, good. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Outside Corver. Pass to Middleton. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Rose, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Middleton against Tang, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Bob Love, one of the old school forwards, has that real nice game. Plays an old school style, close to the ground, but excels at scoring the ball and defending.
Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, Talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Down low, Love. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Offensive rebound, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
But, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Well, they're passing to Love. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I tell you, Love knows how to get to the line. Terrific at drawing the defense into him while he's taking his shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he knocks down the first one. Jordan, he's checked in for Butler. Both free throws good from Love. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Passes it to Lopez. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. And Giannis throws it down.
And the Greek Freak, boy, I tell you, certainly gets the green light. I mean, from that position especially. He's really developed into a nice scorer from that spot on the floor.
Here's Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot off, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Armstrong. No good that time. Excellent D there from Hill. Here's Giannis. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 35 in the game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
The drive by Jordan and the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's so crafty in the pick and roll. He's unpredictable and hard to stop in these situations.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here's Hill for 3. They get it again. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Connaughton's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here is Hill. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Grant is out there with Tony Kukoc. Then there's Noah. Then there's Armstrong. And Sloan into the shooting guard position.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Back to Grant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, but I just love the winning mentality that Grant brings. A big bruising forward who can score at a steady clip.
The first one falls. And Grant drops them both. So it's the Bucks now. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Connaughton passes to Lopez.
Outstanding activity in the pick and roll by Lopez, using that impressive mobility to create space for himself.
And again, Chicago, no good. On the wing hill, he's covered by Armstrong. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Joakim Noah. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Right wing. Back to Connaughton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Connaughton's got 6 in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Sa'yo yata eh. Sa'yo. Meron ba? Meron pa?
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Sterling Brown. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Here's Pippen, and Pippen slams it in.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova. And here's Middleton. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Rodman. Rose dishes to Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Inside, Bledsoe. And chance shot. And the layup falls.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this.
Ano yung sapatos mo na yung ilaw?
Negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean,
Anong ulam mo?
you gotta play without fouling.
Ano? Tapos na pala kumain.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, you know what you admire about Williams at this stage in his career, a veteran guy with some versatility, is that he's a nice, solid role player.
The Bucks making a switch here. Korver's checked in. He's off on the second. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of it, at least in my opinion.
Rose against Bledsoe. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, he's experienced at running screen and rolls, isn't he, guys? I mean, Rose is a pro at picking the defense apart in pick and roll situations.
Rodman with the block.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And it's Pippen with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Bledsoe had a hand on it. It's Pippen with a drive, and Pippen slams it in.
Yeah, and Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Lopez kicks to Bledsoe.
Tapusin ko lang ang
Looking to
record.
get back on track here, and the layup is good.
And the defense no foul, which is why he simply laid it in.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez outside.
Ha?
5 on the clock. Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Rose. DiVincenzo can't hit it. It's Butler that time on the assist from Rodman. Rodman's got 4 assists in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Poke loose. Korver with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice tee from Rose. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Here's Dang. Makes it off the glass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Sterling Brown in for Wesley Matthews. And the Bulls making a change here. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Lock at 6. Over Armstrong. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Butler. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 4 this quarter. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Butler on the way. It's stolen by Korver. Out left to the wing. Here's DiVincenzo. Tries again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mark, the 2-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
That's good from Williams. And both free throws good for Williams. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. And Butler, here we go.
You know, sometimes the athleticism of Butler just too much for the defense. Sometimes you have to simply resort to giving up the foul on that drive.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And guys, I think Jimmy Butler has all the tools you could want in a two-way player. He's an excellent defender, and he also can score the ball from just about anywhere.
To the paint. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
That free throw good from Noah.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
That one is no good. Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Armstrong. And good that time.
And at 6'9" now, Williams is a threat to score the ball inside, so you got to keep him out of the paint.
Outside Butler. To the left side wing. Now Armstrong. 5 to shoot. Tries from 16, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Here's Milwaukee now. Out to the right wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good. DiVincenzo. He's covered by Armstrong. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Connaughton. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.